So let me introduce you to the new thing and what we're needing to do with it. So the new project really has to do with, let me turn on the light. We're having issues with our bathroom. The problem with this house is, even though it's a very large house, it's 2200, almost 2200 square feet. The upper floor, and then the basement is another 1700 square feet, I want to say. So quite a bit of square footage for this house. It's sometimes a little bit too big for me, but it's all right. We have an issue of, we really only have one full and 2 half bathrooms in this house, and it's we need to have a second shower, and so that's where we're going to be heading. But also there are some issues with the current bathroom, and I'd like to show you that. At first glance, it's pretty neat, and wallpaper definitely is covering a lot, and then this paneling goes to the end, covers a lot. But the problem is a couple of things. Starting off, the fan and the light are in different switches. I want to put them in the same and remove this. Also the wiring, as you have seen in previous episodes, the wiring is very goofy in this house, and I haven't gotten to the wiring of this room. But the idea is this bathroom, this guest bedroom that right now I'm using as a shop, and the master bedroom need to be on one breaker, and then and possibly the hallway lights, I might put those into the into the living room lights. So anyway, that's the wiring. Now we keep on having a leak at the bottom, which usually would be just lifting it up and changing the wax seal on it, but the issue with it is has been happening long enough that it's a bit swollen there, the wood. And I'm standing right at this corner, and there's the other end of it. It's a tiny bathroom. It's a half bath, so we weren't sure what to do, where to put the shower. So on the other side of this is our closet, which is not enormous. It's a relatively small closet. We don't have any walk-in closets in this house, unfortunately. But here being the main bedroom, we've got the closet right there. So the plan is, let me move back a little bit, to move it right here. So today I start cutting a little bit of the carpet, take it out. We're removing all of this carpet. It is very old and very dirty. So we're gonna move that closet there, and then we're gonna move this wall out to roughly about there, and then make all of this into the shower that opens on that side, which is the bathroom. And if you look at this line and then move about, I would say maybe 3 inches over, it's where the corner of the house is, because the house comes this way and then goes that way, and out there is a porch. And so we're going to be tearing all of this up to build the wall up to put a shower this way, but not before I finish up all the plumbing of it. And then, kind of like I said, we're going to move this closet over to here, which ends up being the exact same size. And so that would be step 1. So we start doing that. As soon as we build it and we can move our clothes to here, we're going to be taking that bathroom out of commission temporarily, bust that door, or bust that wall, and then kind of continue things over. I didn't have very much time to work today. Plus it was Monday, I need to take a break. But I want to show you what I have done so far. Let me move off to the side. There we go. I ended up semi-building the one wall. I did a lot of measuring and a lot of pulling off to get this started, but this shouldn't take too long to do. And of course I'm going to put a beam right in the middle, or a stud right in the middle, and then I'm going to put some spacing 2x4s to keep it from, you know, warping and that kind of thing. And then I need to build the header right about the height of that one, because I'm just going to be moving that over. So it's going to go right across there. So I'm getting close. So I ended up working a little ways. I think I've done pretty well in getting it completely framed out. There's only one thing I'm missing, or a couple of little things that I'm missing. But the reason I'm missing them is because I'm just out of materials right now. But I'd like to show you what it looks like. All right, so I ended up framing this out, finishing this up. I ended up taking the frame of the previous door and I'm gonna put it right there. The only problem is, as I was taking it off, and it usually happens, it busted in a bunch of places. So I ended up gluing it, and I'm squeezing it together now. And tomorrow, of course, it will be a bear to take this off. But I think it will end up looking good, and I'll try to reuse it so I don't spend more money than I want to. But this came all out good. The only thing, and I don't know if you can see it, but is it's a little bit taller there than it is there. Not by much, but very little, and I can see it, and it's kind of bugging me. But I checked it, and all of this is square and this is level. It is the floor, unfortunately, kind of goes up a little bit in the middle and down a little bit on the sides. And it's a problem in this area that we have with houses, because the center of the house is supported by steel posts, and they're really good quality, but the house will kind of sink on the side, but not as much in the middle. So it starts going down. It's the usual settling. And this house is a, I think, 1950, 1952 house. So obviously there's been a little bit of settling. So from the one side to the other, it's maybe, I want to say maybe half an inch of a difference. But maybe because I've done this long enough, I can tell, and it's still bugging me. But I checked this and it's 100% level. And this is just a tad bit off. I checked that one too. But instead of adding spacer there, which wouldn't make that much of a difference, I anchored it well on the top and on there, and I put the supports in the middle. And then I'm just going to put the top and the side, and then I have the doors there. I'm just going to install them back on there. All right, so we cleaned out the closet a little bit. We still have a couple of things up there to get, but this is what I was talking about with, this is where the vent is. It on the other side of the wall, it sucks in the air to go down to the air conditioning. Obviously this house is an older house, so they didn't have air conditioning to start with, and that's where they ended up putting it, which kind of works because right below here is just the wall of the house that goes all the way down to the basement, and so the unit is really underneath us, which makes me wonder a little bit how the plumbing is going to work. I know there's some space, and there is a big drain right out that way where the toilet, when you flush the toilet, that's where it goes down to the sewer, so I think I will be able to tie in that way.